There was once a boy named Sam who lived in a small, quiet village. Sam loved stories. He wanted to read books written in English, watch movies without subtitles, and talk to people from all over the world. But there was one big problem. Sam was not good at English. Whenever he tried, he felt shy and scared. Words seemed to run away from him. His dream of speaking fluent English felt far, far away. One day, Sam's teacher, Mrs. Lewis, gave him a special piece of advice. She said, "Learning English is like planting a tree. It takes time, care, and a little patience. If you try every day, you will see it grow." Sam listened carefully. He didn't understand everything, but he decided to try. Sam started small. He found an old English dictionary at the library and borrowed a book with simple English words. Every day he learned 5 new words. He repeated them to himself while walking home. At first, it was hard. The words were like strangers in his mind. But slowly, they began to feel like friends. He started to use these words in his daily life. When he saw a bird, he whispered, "Bird." When he picked up a red apple, he said, "Red apple." These little steps made him smile. One afternoon, Sam saw a girl sitting under a tree. Her name was Mia. She had come to the village from another country and didn't speak Sam's language. But Mia spoke English. Sam was excited and nervous. Could he talk to her? His heart raced as he walked closer. He took a deep breath and said, "Hello." Mia looked up and smiled. "Hello," she replied. That one word was like magic. It gave Sam hope. He realized he could practice English with Mia. They began talking every day. At first, the conversations were simple. They pointed to things around them and named them: tree, sky, flower, and Mia was patient and kind. When Sam made a mistake, she didn't laugh. She gently corrected him. Sam felt a spark of joy. He was learning not just from books, but also from a real person. Each day, his confidence grew. But the journey wasn't easy. Sam faced moments of doubt and frustration. One night he tried to read a story in English. The words felt too big and too many. Tears welled up in his eyes. He thought, maybe I'll never learn. Maybe I'm not smart enough. He closed the book and stared at the moon outside. It seemed so far away, just like his dream. The next morning, Mrs. Lewis noticed Sam's sadness. She shared a secret tip with him. She said, "Sam, don't try to be perfect. Mistakes are your best teachers. Celebrate every small step you take. And remember, even the best English speakers started from the beginning." Her words stayed in Sam's heart. He decided not to give up. Sam began to use more creative ways to learn. He sang songs in English. He watched funny cartoons and repeated the lines. He wrote little notes about his day like, "I eat bread, SSSS, HSS, and now my favorite," and more. These small activities felt like games. Slowly, he started to enjoy the process. He even dreamed in English sometimes. One day, Mia shared another secret. She said, "Sam, the best way to learn is to love it. Find things in English that make you happy." Sam thought about it and realized he loved animals. He started reading English books about dogs and cats. The words were easier because he cared about the topic. It didn't feel like studying anymore. It felt like fun. Time passed, and Sam's efforts began to show. He could speak longer sentences. He could understand simple English movies. People in the village noticed the change and cheered him on. But the best moment came when Mia handed Sam a letter. It was from her parents, written in English. "Can you read it to me?" she asked. Sam was nervous but said, "I'll try." Slowly, he read the letter out loud. When he finished, Mia clapped her hands and said, "You did it, Sam! You're amazing!" Sam felt a warmth in his heart. He realized something important. Learning English wasn't just about words. It was about connection, courage, and believing in himself. The struggles, the tears, the hard work, it was all worth it. Years later, Sam became a teacher. He helped other kids in the village learn English. He told them, "It's okay to struggle. It's okay to make mistakes. Every little step counts. And one day, you'll look back and see how far you've come." His words inspired many. Now, when Sam reads books, watches movies, or speaks with people from different countries, he smiles. He remembers the boy who started with just 5 words a day. He knows that dreams can come true if you keep trying, even when it feels hard. And so Sam's journey became a beautiful story of hope, hard work, and the magic of never giving up. The seeds he planted grew into a strong, tall tree, and under its shade, many others found the courage to chase their dreams too. Sam's story didn't end there. His love for learning inspired him to explore even more. One day, he decided to travel to a big city to attend a workshop for language teachers. He met people from different countries who shared their struggles and triumphs in learning English. Listening to their stories made Sam realize how universal his journey was. He smiled, knowing he wasn't alone. At the workshop, Sam learned new methods to teach English. He discovered how songs, games, and stories could make learning fun for kids. When he returned to the village, he introduced these ideas to his students. The classroom became a place full of laughter and excitement. Kids sang songs together, acted out little plays, and shared their own stories in English. Sam's joy grew as he saw them thrive. One day, Mia visited Sam. She had been away, studying at a university in the city. She brought him a gift, a book titled The Power of Words. Inside the book, she wrote a note. To Sam, the boy who turned his dreams into reality. and now helps others do the same. Ah! Sam's eyes filled with tears as he read her words. He hugged the book tightly, feeling proud of how far he had come. As the years went by, Sam continued to grow. He started writing his own stories in English, sharing them with his students, and even publishing a few. His stories were about hope, friendship, and the courage to keep going. People from faraway places read his stories and sent him letters, thanking him for inspiring them. Each letter felt like a little piece of magic, reminding him of his journey. One evening, as Sam walked through the village, he saw a little boy sitting under the same tree where he had once met Mia. The boy was holding a book in English, struggling to read it. Sam sat down beside him and said, "Can I help?" The boy looked up and nodded. Together, they read the book word by word. Sam's heart swelled with happiness. He realized that his story was now part of a bigger story, a story of passing on knowledge, kindness, and hope. And so Sam's journey of learning and teaching continued, like a river that keeps flowing, nourishing everything it touches. The tree he had planted years ago now stood tall and strong, its branches reaching out to the sky. Under its shade, dreams were born, struggles were shared, and lives were changed forever. But Sam's journey was not just about him. It became a bridge that connected people. As he continued teaching, he met students from all over the world. Some had fled from war, others came from places of poverty, and all carried stories of their own. Sam realized that English was more than a language. It was a tool for these children to share their stories and find a voice. One day, Sam met a girl named Aisha. She barely spoke during class, her eyes often full of worry. When Sam asked her gently why she seemed sad, she explained, "I'm afraid my English is too bad." People laughed at me. Sam's heart ached. He told her his own story, how he had once felt the same. "But I didn't stop," he said. "You are brave, Aisha, just for trying. Keep going, one word at a time." Inspired, Aisha began writing little poems in English. At first, they were simple, but over time they grew more beautiful. One day, she stood in front of the class and read her poem aloud. The room erupted in applause. Aisha's face lit up with joy. She told Sam, "I never knew English could help me express my heart. Thank you for believing in me." Moments like these made Sam's work worthwhile. He felt proud, not just of himself, but of every student who found their voice. He started organizing events in the village where children could perform plays, recite poetry, and sing songs in English. Parents watched with pride, and the entire community grew closer. As Sam grew older, his story spread beyond the village. A reporter once came to interview him about his work. Sam smiled as he shared his journey. "I'm not special," he said. "I'm just someone who believed in the power of words. If I could learn, anyone can." The reporter's article was read by many, and soon Sam was invited to speak at conferences. His speeches were simple yet powerful, filled with stories of hope and perseverance. He encouraged everyone to embrace their struggles and keep moving forward. Decades later, when Sam walked through his village, he saw a world transformed. Children spoke English confidently, elders were proud of their achievements, and visitors from faraway places marveled at the warmth and openness of the community. The tree Sam had once planted in his heart had grown into a forest, its roots strong and its branches reaching out to touch countless lives. And so, Sam's story continues to inspire, a reminder that with courage, kindness, and determination, even the smallest steps can lead to the most beautiful journeys.